The attitude of President Trump: proud, egoistic, or a real smart leader? Donald J. Trump, the 45th President of the United States. Whether you love him or loathe him, there's no denying that his approach to leadership is nothing short of controversial.
Break it down.
The question remains, is he just proud and ego-driven? Or is he, in fact, a smart leader playing a long game? Today, we dive into his attitude toward world leaders and his own country's officials to find out.
How stupid are our leaders? How stupid are these politicians to allow this to happen? How stupid are they?
Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're talking about one of the most polarizing figures in modern American politics, Donald Trump. Throughout his time in office, Trump's interactions with other world leaders and U.S. officials spark heated debates.
Hillary Clinton was the single worst Secretary of State in the history of this country. The world collapsed around us while she was Secretary of State.
Some see him as a proud, ego-driven leader, while others consider him a genius strategist. So, what's really going on behind the scenes? Let's break it down. First, let's take a look at his relationship with foreign leaders. One of the first things that stands out during Trump's presidency is his blunt approach to diplomacy. From shaking hands with North Korea's Kim Jong-un to openly challenging NATO allies, Trump often sets himself apart from traditional American presidents. His brash style is a clear departure from the polished politeness we're used to seeing in world politics. Trump
Break it down. Break it down.
Trump's historic summit with Kim Jong-un in 2018 is a perfect example. Critics quickly call him naive, claiming he's giving Kim legitimacy. But others see it as a smart move, engaging in direct diplomacy with North Korea to de-escalate tensions. Trump believes in the power of personal relationships and direct negotiation, a strategy that many of his predecessors are reluctant to pursue. Then there are his interactions with traditional allies. His speeches at the NATO summit and the G7 meetings are marked by confrontational rhetoric. Trump isn't afraid to publicly criticize European leaders, especially German Chancellor Angela Merkel, for what he perceives as unfair trade deals and not spending enough on defense.
I reiterated to Chancellor Merkel my strong support for NATO, as well as the need for our NATO allies to pay their fair share for the cost of defense.
Is this arrogance, or is he simply challenging the status quo, trying to make America's allies pay their fair share, as he often says? So, is this pride, or something more calculated? Let's dive deeper. Trump's attitude towards foreign leaders certainly displays a sense of pride. He's all about putting America first, and that often means alienating long-standing international partnerships. His America First policy means he's willing to disrupt diplomatic norms to pursue what he sees as the best interests of the U.S. Is it ego at play, or is it a shrewd tactic designed to renegotiate global power dynamics? Now, let's talk about Trump's interactions with his own officials. When it comes to his administration, he's often criticized for being unpredictable and combative. Cabinet members get frequently replaced, and even loyal advisors find themselves on the outs. His relationship with Congress is no less turbulent, with Trump often clashing with both Republicans and Democrats. But is this a sign of an egoistic leader, or is it part of a larger strategy to maintain control and push his agenda forward? Trump's leadership style is often described as top-down, where he makes the final decisions and isn't afraid to challenge or even fire those who disagree with him. In his eyes, loyalty matters, but more importantly, results do. Forget, Trump does have some major accomplishments during his presidency. The tax reform bill, the Abraham Accords, and criminal justice reform are just a few examples of what he considers key successes. Is this ego at work, or is it a smart approach to moving the country forward, even if it means ruffling feathers along the way? So, is Donald Trump proud, egoistic, or a smart man? Honestly, it's a combination of all three. His pride and ego are undeniably part of his leadership style. He believes in his ability to make deals and often uses his public persona to his advantage. But he's also a strategic leader, using unconventional methods to achieve his goals. Whether you agree with his tactics or not, there's no denying that he plays the game differently than any president before him. All right, that's all for today's video. What do you think? Is Trump's leadership a brilliant masterstroke, or is it just an ego trip? Let us know in the comments below.